What is up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers third-party review. And the figure we're reviewing today is the Dr. Wu Sword Dancer. And of course, this is not Sword Dancer. Sword Dancer is a figure made up of two tapes. So, the tapes that he's made up of are the Traveler plane, and the other one is the Patriot tank. And let me get these situated up. So there they are. One of them is a blue tape cassette and the other one is a red tape cassette. They are really just, you know, little rectangular slabs because, you know, the type of engineering just doesn't have as much space for... I'm trying to decide which of these I want to do first. The type of engineering just, you know, doesn't care as much about the tape mode as it does making sure all the other modes look really good. And they really do look really good. So let's get them transformed up, starting with the Patriot tank. We're going to untab these sides, bring them back on this ball joint, straighten that up, rotate this on the ball joint, rotate this at a swivel here, and that's one side done. We're going to do the same for the other side. Untab, straighten, swivel, swivel. Now for the rest of this tank mode. Hello. Bring this down a little bit. We're going to bring this up and then bring this down like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this basically all the way forward, and that'll give us the space to move this into the proper position, and then we can put it back to where it's supposed to go. And then we'll bring this back in again on that ball joint, and this slot is going to find that tab just like so. And then to finish it out, we're going to bring his little weapon here. Stick that on there to give him the little turret tank mode. And, geez, I mean, that is just adorable. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest with you. That is the cutest tank I've seen since, gosh, I guess, yeah, that's the cutest tank mode I've seen since, what's his name? Sky Shadow. But yeah, it's just teeny tiny. Mostly red plastic, good paint apps. Some yellow there. Some gunmetal all for the treads here. Most of which are actually detailed out. Silver for all the weapons. These are on pegs, but they don't like move, because they're kind of stuck in there flush against this part. No wheels or anything like that, but you know, you can scoot them around and just have lots of fun with it. I actually feel that despite the fact that this isn't a you know, articulated animal figure or whatnot like the Decepticon ones, I feel that this actually has more play value. You can move the turret up and down, and it's just super fun to just stuff like that. I love it. I absolutely love it. I used to have these guys when I was a kid, and I've just been reliving memories. But we'll stick that guy off to the side for now, and then we'll bring in our blue slab, which is the Traveler plane. To get this guy transformed up, what you want to do is you want to kind of pull these out just a little bit. That'll untab these segments from this big segment here. And then you want to do this little maneuver with the chunk here, and you can do it one of two ways. Either you can straighten the leg out, then hyperextend it on this joint here, and then bring it back down. Or you can just bring it straight out on that hinge if you can manage it. I find it to be a little bit easier to do it the other way. But so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter how you do it. We're going to take these little tabs and fold them in. And then these sections are going to rotate around 180 degrees and then fold in 90 degrees. So 180, 90. We want to fold out these little wings here. Fold up these little tail fins here. And then you can see how this is starting to take shape. This is going to come up. This is on a like a sliding thing here. So you want to bring that up, rotate it around, and then you've got two little tabs right here and here that are going to fit into slots right here and here. And you will fit those into those slots. And god damn if this isn't absolutely my favorite of the two. Not the least of which being is that it's a little flying thing, which flying things are even more fun to play with than like rolling things, because you don't need anything to roll them on. You can fly anywhere. You know, you can attach these little guns to the back of it like so, but you know, you don't need any additional things rattling around in your pocket to make this something fun to play with. Whereas this guy, you really kind of need this turret to, I don't know, it doesn't look as tank-ish. I tell you what, I did get some weird looks swooshing this around in the grocery store last time I went. So, yeah, no regrets though. Absolutely zero regrets. But there they are side by side. Just, they're a lot smaller than the G1 tapes, so they make smaller vehicles as well. I don't have my G1. I don't have G1 anything anymore, actually. Sometimes I feel kind of sad about that, but most of the times I'm just like, eh. G1 has not aged super gracefully, most of it, so yeah. But that's not all that we're here for. Let's bring these into their combined mode. So first thing I'll do is take off these weapons, take the cockpit, fold that around, bring this around, and then we want to take these and straighten them out. Just like so. Rotate. Fold that in, bring this around. This foot is on this little like pin. And you want to take your fingernail and slide that out so he's got more toe. And then we're going to do the exact same damn thing with the other side. So, straighten that out, rotate, fold that in, bring this out and around, and extend the toe. This side we're just going to throw off to the side for a little bit. For the tank mode, we want to separate this guy right here. Separate these, bring them all the way out to the side. So this head is on a kind of a hinge that's off center here. So you need to bring that forward to have room to do anything. Most notably to have room to bring this section all the way back. Fold this panel back up and fold that back up. And then we're going to then bring this back in. So you folded this forward to get this guy to come around, and then you want to bring it back up. So that you've got these empty sockets facing you, and you want to rotate his arms so that you've got the tread detail facing you. And rotate these hands so that they look like hands. These you're gonna take off, rotate around, and plug back into the same spots, like so. And then you want to take this guy here. You'll see that there is a very tiny little rail system in there, and you're just gonna hook that rail system over where this pin goes. and it'll just slide right in. Then you'll rotate this into place and peg it in. And that is Sword Dancer in his combined robot mode. And goddamn, I just think it looks so good. I mean, like I said, I had the original set, and they were a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed them. I played with them all the way up till I was in high school. I'm not even gonna lie. But like this one, it's got like joints, and it moves, and it's got posability, and like, you know, I don't hate G1, but I really like figures with posability. And speaking of posability, he's got a head joint that moves side to side. There's a little bit of up and down due to the transformation joint there. His arms are on like a universal joint where the ball joint actually acts as a swivel, and that'll go all the way around, and then his shoulder will come out for just over the tree post. And due to that, the cut of that ball joint, he's even got a little bit of butterfly, which is a very nice bonus. He's got bicep swivel, 90-degree bend on the elbow, wrist swivel, no waist joint. Leg goes that far forward, that far back, comes out just over a full Van Damme. You get a little bit of rotation on that joint, but you also have a cut thigh swivel, 90-degree bend on the knee. The ankle is on a ball joint, so it'll go back and forth, it'll rotate. It'll bend all the way forward and maybe nothing back. You can get a little bit of motion out of the toe, though as you try and move that toe around, it wants to slip back in. So you just kind of keep that a little bit. As far as his weps go, you can take this gun here, split it apart. There's just a little peg that keeps them together. And then this tab will fit into a slot on his forearm, like so. And like so. So he can move around and point his guns and shoot stuff, and he's got guns on his head and he can shoot more things. Now this turret also attaches on, though I don't really like it. It's not very nice for me. Basically you turn it like this. You bend this, this wanted to come off a little bit. You bend this turret down like so, and then you've got this little silver tab on the bottom side of that, and then you've got these tabs on either side, and you can plug this into either shoulder to have like a little over-the-shoulder cannon. And you know, it's a great idea, and it even looks pretty cool. But like, this is more of a display feature than a play feature, I think, because it really affects like how these things clash together when you want to turn the head or turn the arm. It really wants to be frustrating, and I don't particularly like that. I would have felt, I mean, I like the idea that everything can store on the robot mode, but I would have liked it better, I think, that if you could, you know, find a way to, I don't know, attach this onto a tab or plug it onto the back or something like that. I just feel like that would have been the most ideal way to do it. Maybe you can plug it in here? No? No? No. I don't know. But I don't really like the over-the-shoulder thing. And that's really the only option you get. But here he is next to his nemesis, the Squawk Box set. And they look pretty good together. I think that, you know, the Sword Dancer looks a lot better, but maybe that's just my personal bias. I like the colors, I like the shape, I like the alt modes, I like everything about it, so... And there it is with a Hasbro tape. But yeah, so this has been my review of the Dr. Wu Sword Dancer. I purchased this from, by the way, I'm going to plug Show Z here for a little bit. I purchased this from Show Z, and I don't know that I talk about them often enough. I frequently purchase things from Shozi, and they are consistently really good. I actually bought this guy and the I bought this guy from Shozi, which is in China, and then I also bought the Magic Square Optimus Prime, the new Light of Peace, from Magic Square, which is also in China. And gosh, I tell you what, the tracking on this was a lot better. It showed up. I was playing with this guy for a week before Optimus Prime arrived. And just good prices, quick shipping. They've been great all the way through, and I love it. So go ahead and hit them up. I will try and remember to include a link to the description down below in the doobly-doo. But that's all I've got here. Full recommend from me. Everybody, thanks for watching all the way to the end. You guys are fantastic. Everybody, stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya.